What's up, y'all? It's Brandon from Flesh and Blood Brothers. Rocking my Vynnset brew here, heading into the ProQuest and Hardened St. Louis. I'll get right down to it. I rock the Crown of Providence, the Spring Tunic, Grasp of the Art Knight, and Spellbound Creepers by default. And then, depending on Arcane Barrier, bring in the Vexing Quill Hand and the Dyadic Carapace. And then this is a Flail of Agony. It's not actually a Carrion Husk. It's a Flail of Agony. I just don't have one for some reason. And then Grimoire of the Haunt for the Eloquence token. And the Scepter of Pain for slower matchups where we slow roll and build up the Runechants. So I'll just get right into it. I'm rocking 21 blues, 6 yellows, and the rest are red. So getting right to it, I have 3 red Deathly Wail. This is kind of like the bread and butter of the Vynnset engine. It's a rune gate cost 3, but you're going to create Runechants equal to the number of heroes who have lost health this turn. So ideally that's 2, that's yourself and your opponent. So you'll end the combat chain with 2 more Runechants to do other tricks or have it charged up for next turn. So Deathly Wail is a huge deal. 3 Envelop and Darkness. This is another engine card, you can say, where you create a Runechant. Next rune gate attack gains +3 and it has go again. So shenanigans with creepers with the instant speed action point. But most of the time you can even tunic counter Envelop rune gate 2 for a very simple and effective play. Mauvrion Skies, red. So gives a Runeblade attack go again, and if it hits, it creates 3 Runechants. So you can chain together multiple rune gate attacks with this, or you can, force your opponent to block out and have a less impactful turn coming back at you. So very useful card. 2 Pummel. Might want to run 3, but drawing 2 of these at a time is too clunky and sucks. So I like it right at 2. But yeah, you're going to be rune gating these attacks for no resources from your hand because you'll have enough Runechants to play them. So if you have a blue in your hand, you can pummel almost anything in this deck. So very crafty, very cheeky play. Rocking 3 red Putrid Stirrings. This gives a rune gate attack +5, and it can be played for your banish zone. So on off turns, you can kind of banish this for your hero power, create that Runechant, and next time you have a couple of blues left in your hand, you can throw a giant rune gate attack and really force your hit effects through. And it blocks 3. Read the runes. At red, it creates 3 Runechant tokens, so you can go from 0 to 3 Runechants that quickly and be able to use your powerful rune gate 3 attacks. And again, we have crafty plays with Spellbound Creepers, to where if you have an action point left, you can instant speed read the runes and throw out a rune gate 3 unexpectedly for just that 1 resource to activate the creepers. 3 Runeblood Incantation is another engine card. Creates a Runechant at the start of your turn for 3 turns in a row. So it really helps you between this and Vynnset's hero power to keep those Runechants charged up and keep those rune gates flowing out. Very good for consistency in the deck. I'm rocking 3 red Runic Reckonings. For 1, gives your attack +3. It also blocks for 3 if you need to block with it. And it costs 1 less for each Runechant you control. So against Icelander and Frostbites in general, this can kind of help you get unfrozen. Because if you have a big pile of Runechants and a few Frostbites, you can throw this down still and clear those Runechants and you're good to go. Shadow Puppetry ×3 gives go again to any attack action card, so not just your Runeblade attacks, but any attacks in general. And you could get a lucky banish off the top of your deck, and it has go again. Also, some crafty creepers play because it'll give the attack go again, and you'll have the action point, so you can swing your weapon or do other things. Vantom Wraith, Rune Gate 2, attacks for 6, can't go wrong. Solid. Widespread Ruin, another 2 for 6. The blocks 3, very solid. And you can also get a lucky banish off the top of your deck as well. Rocking 3 yellow Deathly Wails, again, because just of how powerful the effect is. Creating those Runechants on demand when the combat chain closes, smooths into your next turn. And I'm rocking 2 yellow Envelop in Darkness. I'll probably up this to 3, actually. I do have some cards I want to cut in this list, so we'll get to that. And like I said, I'm always rocking 21 blues. As a hardcore Viscerai player, I just really like the 21 blues in a Runeblade deck ratio. Again, your extra blues are going to be going to Grasp of the Arknight, Grimoire of the Haunt, Spellbound Creepers plays, so you'll want those resources to throw around. With that, I'm rocking 2 chains of Mephetis, and because right now in the meta, you got Brute running around, and you got obviously Lexi running around, drawing cards off 3 of a kind, so chains of Mephetis can be played for your Banish Zone, stick around for a couple turns, and make those plays much less impactful. Deathly Wail, blue, again, just because it's a solid card, and it's our engine, and it's a blue, still attacks for 4. 3 blue Envelop in Darkness, again, because it creates that Runechant for 1 cost, gives a slight buff to your next Runegate attack to help you get those hit effects in. Solid blue. Main board in that Oblivion, because why not? At any moment you have 6, exactly 6 Runechants, you can blast them out there. And again, if you have like 7 or 8 Runechants, they trigger 1 at a time. So in response to the 7th Runechant triggering, when you have 6 on the stack, you can throw this down at instant speed and still summon Nazareth and let the rest of the Runechants resolve afterwards, just so you know. Putrid Stirrings blue, just a solid blue block 3 here. And again, if you have an extra blue, you can give +3 to a Runegate attack. Here's some spice. YOLO, 3 Tome of the Arknight. Reveal the top 2 cards of your deck. If you reveal an attack action and a non-attack action, put them both into your hand. So why not? This is really a bubble card. You can really put anything else in this place, but I just like the YOLO factor a lot. Like when it hits, and when it doesn't, this deck needs blues and whatever. So throwing that in there. Vantom Wraith at blue. Solid 2 for 4, block 3. Just some filling in the deck there, keeping that blue count high at 21. And you got your Widespread Annihilation. Costs 4, Runegate 4, attacks for 6, but it banishes a card from your opponent's hand if they lose health. So very solid card there. And that runs out the 21 blues. Getting into the sideboard here. Most of the time I'll bring in the Reduce to Runechants when you're playing heroes that run cards like Snatch or other hit effects. I'll throw this in there to block 4 and create a Runechant. Deathly Delight red is in my sideboard, 2 for 5, and it heals you based on how many opponents lost health this turn. So solid card. If you're going like more aggressive, less mid-rangey, I would suggest putting these in because it's a 2 cost for 5. Widespread Destruction, 3 for 6, but it banishes cards from Arsenal. So I bring this in the Hunter matchup and anywhere where people are going to be sitting on Arsenals most turns. So most of the time that comes in. I have 2 Shadow of Ursers lurking out here. There's some cheeky plays. You can banish cards like Funeral Moon and Requiem for the Damned. The meta is just a little too fast right now to be that fancy, so these cards are definitely on the chopping block as well. But most of the time it's a 2 go again. It can be decent against Dromai, killing a 2 health dragon, banishing a card from your hand, and keeping the turn going. So there's some use cases for it, just not too many. And then I got 2 Funeral Moons and a Requiem for the Damned, so that Eloquence token pairs well with the Funeral Moons, because then since you're playing all these at instant speed and giving them go again, you're getting action points every time you use a Funeral Moon. So there's some cheeky plays with this combo here. But, like I said, the meta is just a little too fast right now. A little too much damage is being thrown at you every turn. So we really don't have time to set up too many cheeky plays with this combo, but watch out for it in the future. I'm a big fan. So overall, we're going to be building up Runechants, throwing big-ass Rune-gated attacks at you with buffs on them, preferably. And You know, it doesn't take that many turns to threaten that much arcane damage and split damage that your opponent's on the ropes. The only bad thing is if you get to low health, the game's pretty much over for you because you have to banish, mandatory, you have to banish one card from your hand every turn. And at the end, when the life total doesn't allow you to absorb hits, you really slow down and can't really do much. So you really have to do a lot of damage before you dip below like 15 health. So it's a lot of fun to play. Definitely not top tier, but I'm going to keep working on it. And please give me your suggestions. I do have some bubble cards in here. I do have like 5 to 10 cards I can easily swap out of this build. So hope you enjoyed it. Hope that gives you a glimpse into what Vynnset can be like. And I'll see you in the next video.